On, you will go on my first whistle.
Hello
Do you remember
there.
John?
Yes, yeah. Is he, what story, is he on the new version?
No, he's dead.
Is he? Is there someone doing that?
Yes, Clattenburg. Mark Clattenburg? Mark Clattenburg? You'd know him, the soccer referee. You'd be like,
yeah, okay.
Anyway, he's
We're
not
talking
doing
about gladiators, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Good morning. It's not a bad morning out there. It's very windy.
Yeah.
It's the rain woke me a few times last night. It was absolutely torrential. But the good news is today should be, after a few showers this morning, we should get a lot of sunshine across the county today.
Cool.
Mainly dry. Temperatures up around 9 or 10 or 11 degrees. But yeah, like even look at the trees across the road. They're doing their thing.
I didn't notice at all last night. I slept like I slept like a baby. Babies don't sleep.
Babies don't sleep. I slept like a dead person.
How was the weekend, alright?
Yeah, good, yeah. Busy Friday. Did I have a busy Saturday? I did a few bits on. Yeah. Yesterday was the best day ever. I left the house once to get a takeaway. Other than that, it was sport. Sport. It was great. I loved it.
I was in UL on Saturday, for most of Saturday, at the Kerry Under-14s girls' blitz, and they did brilliant. They did fantastically well. So even beating Cork in the final game, which was a very special moment for me, but not so special for you. I'm sorry. No, it was good. They did great. So well done to everybody. I don't believe in sport. There. Yeah, I don't believe in rivalry.
I don't believe sport is good for anybody. So
now let's check out the front pages of our papers today. The Irish Examiner front page, the most beautiful cat on the front page of the Examiner. Now look, I'm partial to a cute kitty, but I think everybody's going to like this kitty. Now why is he there? Black Jaguar Hope with Karina at the Supreme Cat Show, which was held at Ballantyre Community School in Dublin yesterday. Now, I could have been in Dublin yesterday if I'd known something called a Supreme Cat Show was being held there. Did you hear this advertised?
Never heard of a Supreme Cat Show in my life.
Never heard of a cat show. So yeah, that's the front page of the Examiner today. In other news in the front page, families of victims want parole reform is a headline. Simon Harris has been urged to rush through legislation now that would stop families of victims of some of the country's worst criminals from being put through traumatic parole hearings for at least 20 years. And then in the lifestyle section of the paper today, an interesting one, the ups and downs of dating as a single mother can be a very, very tricky business. That's on the front page of the Irish Examiner as well today.
There's Times on the front page this morning. Biden leads condemnation of Iran's missile strikes on Israel. US President tells Netanyahu to treat the Iranian attack as a win. The fact that they basically shot down a lot of the missiles and the drones. And productivity in health fails to match the spend. Concern at divergence between rising health spend and the actual activity that the money is being spent on. That's also in the Irish Times today.
The Irish Daily Star front page today, we will bring Kinahans to justice is the headline there. New Taoiseach Simon Harris vowing to bring down the Kinahan cartel. He's told the Irish Daily Star, I fully support the Gardaí's work to bring these criminals to justice. That's the main story in the front page of the Star. An Irish woman as well then who was in the area of the awful stabbing incident in Sydney on Saturday morning has spoken to the paper. I was so lucky to escape terror in Sydney is the headline there on that. And then some of the sporting action, some GAA action yesterday. Dublin hammering Meath yesterday, 3-19 to 12 points. It finished up. Royals rumbled is the headline there in the sports section of the Star today.
Someone, I've said this before, so I'm sure there's still no answer on this. Can someone please explain to me why the game was on in Croke Park? That's not Dublin's home pitch, and there was no one at it.
Oh, really?
So put it into Dublin's home ground of Parnell Park.
Yeah, okay.
For Christ's sake. There was people at it, obviously, but you know yourself, Elaine. Whether it's Fitzgerald Stadium or Croke Park, like they're too big for the crowds that are actually at it.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It's time for the world faces evil empire of Tehran. Israel last night vowed to expect a price from Iran in revenge for its unprecedented missile and drone attack. That's the main story on the front page there. Picture of Hannah Waddingham. She was the presenter of the Olivier Awards last night.
Andy,
on the front page there.
Where did she come from?
She is a Broadway singer, and she's done productions like that, and then obviously was in Ted Lasso and in...
So it's Ted Lasso. Is that what's made her super famous in the past few months? Or I see her in everything and I don't know who she is.
And then she hosted the Eurovision last year, which I think she just won an award for. I think last week she won some sort of personality or presenter award for the Eurovision last year.
She's super popular. People seem to really like her a lot.
Yeah. And Conrad was the most handsome man she'd ever seen, but he didn't know it. Part 3 of a one-day author, David Nichols' unmissable new novels inside the Daily Mail today.
Interesting. The top trends on X this morning. Liverpool losing to Crystal Palace is trending today, as you would expect. Iran is trending, Israel, and a slip-up by Arsenal as well yesterday against Villa has given Man City some space. What's the story now at the top of the Premiership?
2 points.
2 points?
Yeah.
Okay. So a lot of people chatting about those stories on X today.
Yeah, Liverpool were woeful. They were so bad in front of goals, and then I watched the Arsenal game as well, and it's just like, Villa were very good now, to be fair, but Jesus, the 2 shocking results there for them yesterday, because obviously Man City won 5-2 on Saturday against Luton, so anyway, it's looking very likely that Man City will probably win the league at this point. Because I'd have to check the fixtures, but I thought I heard, was it Jamie Redknapp say yesterday that Man City, on paper anyway, they have the easier run in. I think they do.
Yeah, no, they do.
Iran is obviously trending. We mentioned there's over the conflict in the Middle East escalating, and Sydney is also trending. The 6th victim was named yesterday after the stabbing incident in that shopping centre on the weekend as well.
That's it from us, because we're live in a couple of minutes on Radio Kerry. Do join us for the show. We've got a busy one coming up between 7 and 9 a.m.
Have a good day.
Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.
Blessings upon you. Good luck.